one for healing. My little incense sticks. I need... Ow! I think it's the Haworthia. I think that's what that plant is called. It's poking me in the butt. Haworthia, stop. So satisfying. So satisfying. Well, magic in here. Get them good smells going. Okay. It's time to get the cards out. Sure. Hey. Oh my God, there are turkeys here. Hold on. Hang on. Okay, Milo, please. I see. No. You see that? Well, Milo, thank you for scaring them away because I totally needed to do my reading. I know. Oh my goodness. Well, that was interesting. You know what? I don't know about y'all, but turkeys, I think in general, are just jerks. Maybe I'm just in that part of the world where turkeys are jerks. I don't know if it's just in their nature to be jerks. I just thought it interesting. I was like, that's very bold of them to just walk. I'm on a street that's like off in the it's like hidden away, so that we are surrounded by woods, and we do see turkeys like up on the hills, but to just openly walk out on the street is very bold, especially for like a Saturday morning. We do have someone that frequents the street on the weekends, so like with cars, and like he has people coming over all the time, so it's very bold. It's very bold of them. But anywho, get my space set up. In case those of you don't know, my name is Amanda. Thank you for joining me for this reading today. While I unpack, I just wanted to share, I kind of felt like today, maybe it's because it's after eclipse season, if you're watching this real time after I post, these messages are meant to be timeless, so whenever you come across this reading, tune into your intuition. It could be for you. I feel like the collective is in need of some medicinal energy right now. At least in real time after the eclipse, things come to the surface. I'm hearing like a lot of things have become known. Eclipses are a time of transformation, renewal, rebirth. Basically, things reaching a climax, and a lot of the climaxes can be very ugly. So I think the time after eclipses is meant to be processing, to be rebuilding whatever it is that we want to manifest next. So you don't have to have come across, you don't have to be coming about an ending to be in this reading. But if you're just needing a little bit of like that soft touch and what kind of, I guess, medicine you would need to move forward. This is not like a actual medical or health related reading. I'm speaking purely in terms of medicinal energy of like, what do I need to heal my soul right now? What do I need to make me feel right and set? And I'm hearing the phrase right in the head. So maybe your thoughts feel a little scattered. Maybe you feel like you're not quite like yourself after all of this has happened. So let me take a deep breath to ground myself. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for casting your light of protection around me. Thank you to my spirit guides and my angels for drawing close at this time and helping me channel healing energy for the collective. I see Archangel Raphael kind of like trying to come in, so thank you for coming and joining me in this reading. Some of you are into witchcraft. I'm hearing some of you can actually do a spell to help alleviate some of the suffering that's going on in your soul. It's almost like the suffering is just due to not being grounded. That's all. Some of you are stuck in your head and need to be grounded. Others, like if the rug has been pulled out from underneath you and you feel like floating, casting a spell or doing some sort of grounding ritual. You don't even have to be in witchcraft to do it. Even just going out in nature, whatever grounds you. I'm hearing like for some of you it's martial arts or like moving the body in some way. Somatic healing is a thing. So moving your body however it wants to, even if it's wild and weird, or if we perceive it as like, blah, like, you know, like a little bit crazy. Sometimes it's just what the body needs to like get the energy moving through it. You know, if your heart's been feeling heavy, you know, you're probably going to want to stretch out your chest and your shoulders a little bit, like, you know, stretch those areas out, safely, of course, within your limits. But I'm not saying swing your whole body, but definitely did that and pulled some muscles. But you know, be easy with yourself, be gentle, see how your body wants to move. Somatic healing it's a thing. I've tried it, it's pretty cool. We're gonna see what kind of medicine you guys need to hear right now. What medicinal energy can we invite into our lives? So drop into your heart space, let the dust spiritually, physically, and emotionally settle around and within you so that you can determine which messages are for you, which messages are for others. And here we go. Okay. Some of you are healing from work. So you have, on your astro dice, you have Neptune, Aquarius, and the 6th house. This doesn't have to be work, but 6 is the work house. So this could be something that you've dealt with in your work life. 6th house is also about balancing work and play. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed with the day-to-day tasks of everyday life, then it's almost like you're being called to kind of bring balance to it right now. Neptune is kind of like the energy that we were talking about, head up in the clouds, needing grounding. Aquarius is eccentric. So you have Neptune, Aquarius in the 6th house. Aquarius is about tuning into the true you, your true self. Also like a level of detachment from things that are going on. Maybe you found that you were too emotionally invested in the things going on around you, and it just wasn't serving you to be emotionally that, like, it's sometimes we're given a lot, sometimes like the rest of the world is a lot, but we don't have to be in tune with it all. So give yourself permission to not need to understand everything or everyone, because y'all have some self-preservation. Have some self-preservation. You don't have to be all up in everybody's energy all of the time, okay? So just keep that in mind. I have 2 decks here that I actually want to, I didn't give that a good shuffle, but some of these decks I actually want to read from the books for, just because I felt called to use them, but I don't use them very often. But I have the Secret Garden Oracle here by Angie Sullins, and I can link these two. And I also have the Inner Child Oracle, and this bunny, his name is Benny Blue. But this is the most important card that I'm pulling for you guys. So let me get some other themes before moving on here. Some carrots full too. Just give me 1 second while I. Yeah, this feels very heavy. It feels kind of. I saw that card and was like, it's not a bad card by any means, but it confirms. So you have Live and Learn, and I'm actually going to read this one first. Live and Learn. And as you can see, Benny, our cute little Benny Blue, has tried to make a birdhouse and has all these boo-boos from head to toe because he went into a situation. He wasn't sure how to do it. I'm hearing calm yourself. Calm yourself. You're having such high expectations of yourself that agree that it could, like, it's not that it was a playful time. I feel like things got really serious for whatever situation this was in, or like it feels like a serious situation, but Spirit's like, it's okay to try something and have it not work out. It's okay to, I'm gonna let this card speak for itself when I read from the book, but it's okay to try something and then to have it not have the outcome that you desired. So let's read the Live and Learn, number 18. Benny isn't scared of making mistakes. He has the courage to give things a go even when he's unsure whether he's doing a good job. Every mistake leads to further creativity. The path to mastery is paved with mistakes. Though initiation may be a struggle, know that you are laying foundation stones to make the journey ahead smoother. Whether you are in the process of learning a new skill, turning a hobby into a career, taking a leap of faith in a relationship, or moving up a level in the professional world, know that growing pains are a part of the process. This card asks you to enjoy the process of growth and let go of resistance. Do not be afraid of change. Take the necessary steps to let go of what no longer serves you to embrace a vision of a new future. Enjoy paving the foundations of your new future or project, even if you don't know exactly what you're doing. There is joy to be found in the learning process if you would only let it in. Instead of lingering on what was, open to what will be. Look to your future with positivity and embrace the excitement of the endless possibilities ahead of you. Life is less about the destination and more about the journey. Embrace the parts that don't look exactly as you imagined. Reminisce fondly about the past, but refuse to dwell on it. Reflect on what you learned and endeavor to apply these lessons in your next project. Wounds and scars acquired along the path of mastery are what make your journey unique. They are reminders of your perseverance and resilience. See the perfection in your imperfections and be proud of your progress. You have come so far and have a long way to go. The affirmation of this card is, I am patient with myself as I learn new skills. I feel energized and relaxed during the creation process. So I feel like the most important part of this is that you take those lessons and you integrate them for next time. I feel like that is, otherwise it can play on a loop. So there's a reason why you're going through all of this. And there are reasons that I can't state because I feel like they're far more complex than Spirit is giving me. There are so many other things involved in this, and for some of you, the situation is not truly over, like over as you would say, but Spirit wants you to leave this energy so that I'm hearing like, so you can go make something of yourself, or so you can go make something, and then it's almost like you have a chance to revisit the situation and then test to see if it's aligned. Because it's like you need to get aligned with your situation. You need to get in your version of you, not someone else's version of you or like your situation's version of you. We are not victims of circumstance. We create our own realities. So it's almost like Spirit is challenging you to step away so that you can reconnect with yourself. And, you know, as the Aphrodite says, Aquarius, there's like an illusion of what the true you actually is right now. Some of you are very strong in certain elements of yourself, but maybe you found that you haven't been acting in a way that feels authentic and aligned for you. So it's almost like this break is necessary. It's almost like you need to step away, tune into your own energy, so that way you are able to revisit and see what does align, what doesn't align. Some of you are not wishing to revisit at all. You're like, F this, I'm out. Like, I'm not even going to bother with this. And that's totally okay. That's totally fine. But it's almost like, if not revisiting, you're taking the next steps in your, like, the next thing that you're going to do, the next, I'm hearing, like, the next party you're going to go to. You can make sure that you are aligned and making the choices that are in that alignment. I'm hearing, like, there are fateful encounters, there are fateful meetings, so keep an eye out for, like, spirit signs. Some of you have, like, specific birds that you see. Some of you have, like, that are, you would consider signs. Some of you see, like, triple numbers, 666 and 333. Not 666, I don't think of that as a bad number. I think all numbers are angelic and good, and they all carry different, I wouldn't say good, but they all represent different energies. I think anything is good that comes as a sign from Spirit that can help you on your path forward. So some of you are seeing like repeated 3s and 6s. 7 is another energy. 7 is another energy that's coming through a little bit. So if you have repeating 7s, that could also feel strong for you. Let's get some of these going here. Okay, let me read this last one before I dive into, because like the rest of it, I'm just going to intuitively channel and I'm not going to read the books for. But this one from The Secret Garden, this is going to be a little bit of extra medicine. It's number 32, Expectation. Beautiful, beautiful cards, by the way. I love these illustrations. They're so intricate. Let me put this down so I can, I'll hold it back up in a second. I should have done that with Benny Blue because it's such a cute card. I love Benny Blue. All right. Expectation is the root of all heartbreak. Expecting others to perform a certain way so that you can be comfortable or happy is a form of bondage. Your demands hold others hostage and imprison your own joy. Nothing and no one can release you from that prison but you. Your well-being, satisfaction, peace, and bliss are solidly up to you. That doesn't mean you can't hold others accountable for the mutual agreements both of you make. It does mean that you can't expect others. Are you okay, Milo? I think you just tooted. I've never heard you toot before. It's okay. I still love you. He's like, don't. His face. You're okay. I've just never heard of two before. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. So, your well-being, satisfaction, peace, and bliss are solidly up to you. That doesn't mean you can't hold others accountable for the mutual agreements both of you make. It does mean that you can't expect others to behave in any particular way just to make you happy. Happiness is an inside job. If you want to live with its splendors, you must keep the focus inside. And that's basically actually what we just said. Needing to reconnect with yourself before you revisit a situation, a person. For a lot of you, it is a person or relationship. For some of you, it could be a job, or like maybe if you need to take some time off for a while, or if you needed to step away from like a career field for a little bit. Or even if you needed to just take the weekend to just like reset and like reconnect with yourself and be like, okay, let me go back, and now is a test to see if it's aligned. Let me fill my weekend or fill my days off with so many wonderful things that align my soul and my spirit that I'm going to go in and figure out if this is really a jarring experience to be in. I'm hearing like in this mess or not, because messes can be beautiful. We can be aligned with some of the messes that we are in. But it's all dependent on what you create. You are the creator. You are the master of your own reality. It's just a matter of going out and finding the opportunities to help cater things. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy by any means. Finding the opportunities to help cater to those manifestations, I think, is what I'm trying to say. That being said, let's dive into the rest of the oracles. I'm just going to intuitively channel the rest of this. You have Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. You can do it alone. I see you trying to I see you having like a huge heavy backpack on your shoulders, and you're trying to climb the whole mountain yourself, and you don't necessarily have to. This is the time where you can reach out. I'm hearing reach out to friends, to family members. There are people who are willing to help you at this time. So whether it's connecting with yourself, whether it's quite physically just like moving from one place to another. I'm hearing some of you want to actually go visit Europe. I think I got that in the last reading too. There's like an energy of wanting to go far, like to a faraway place, and maybe that's your reset, or maybe that's just a little vacation you want to have with yourself. But it's almost like your soul spirit wants to go to these places for a reason, by the way. So there is a reason you're being called to certain places. It's not just what your soul wants in the moment. It's like, I'm not going to say it's where your soul is meant to be, but that is where your medicinal energy is going back. Like you will find change and transformation from going to these places. Under the Ant Spirit of time to collaborate, you have the Two of Wands, the Magician, and the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Magician is a highly favorable card, and it's been basically echoing what I've been saying. You are a creator of your own reality. You can kind of create and manifest these next few like next few steps. I'm hearing actually next few dreams. So however that applies to you, maybe you're like going and you're trying to achieve your dreams in these next few steps. But the Two of Wands is about making a plan, making the dream. I'm hearing like, what can I do to fit this vision? What can I do to kind of solidify the things that are up here that I'm dreaming about and bring them down and ground them? The Magician is about creating, so you are actively creating and manifesting this reality. And the Eight of Pentacles is consistent work. So some of you are working on your dreams. Some of you do have to collaborate with other people in order to make this happen. You don't have to do it all alone. I feel like it's going to be like, it's doable, but it's going to be a little bit hard. It doesn't have to be. Like you're going up this mountain, you got all this hiking gear, you're sweating. It's more fun with friends. It's more fun with company. So the more the merrier type of thing. So obviously pick your players, how you see fit. And I'm hearing some of you might have to be strategic about who you pick, but otherwise, do what feels good. Ask for advice, those types of things. Ask for advice. See if somebody can give you a hand with I'm hearing some of you are like writing poetry, or you're writing something. Like you can send it to ask a friend if they can proofread for you, or ask a friend to read it and see what they think. So it's almost like that's the kind of help. Like it's taking some of it off of you. You obviously do the bulk of the work. I'm not getting like 10 of Wands energy here, but you're just easing some of it. And when you don't feel alone, that almost kind of empowers you on your journey. So it gives you strength when you ask for help. That being said, I feel like some of you do not want to ask for help. Like I'm feeling a resistance to that energy, but trust me, it will be worth it. Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. So you might notice a lot of signs and synchronicities, things that you would, just by happenstance, I came across this person. It's not happenstance. This is synchronicity. This is your luck coming back to you. This is like Spirit is like showering you with all of the glitter and gold. Like they're not handing you everything on a silver platter, but they are feeding you opportunities to help nourish your soul and to help progress your dreams on this level, right? So the Four of Wands is happy home, happy life, happy family. So you could be finding your sense of home in your own being, your sense of peace. Under this, you also have the Four of Pentacles and you have the Queen of Swords. It's interesting that you have two fours in this column. Not necessarily a bad thing. The Four of Wands is like a happy, healthy card. But the Four of Pentacles is about conserving. I mean, like, okay, I know we just talked about martial arts. Some of you are into martial arts. I mean, look at that owl and look what he's doing. I know he's doing what he can. He's practicing. He's saving. It's something about practicing. He's honing his craft and he is saving and conserving his resources. So some of you are actively saving money to help make this dream come true. Maybe you need certain equipment. You need to invest in certain equipment pieces in order to, I don't know, like string your yarn together or whatever so that you can have your sweater business. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, whatever you're trying to do, you're holding your resources so that you can make these dreams come true. Some of you are spending, like, you know, saving up money for like a house. Some of you are like going and like, you know, going into the real estate stuff and you're like, oh man, I want a house. I want to like build up my dream house. I'm hearing some of you want to build from the ground up too. Some of you want to like get a fixer upper. So if that's your dream, like, hey, go for it. But that actually sounds really cute. The Queen of Swords is also having a logical mind about it. She makes quick decisions, but she also has a strong intuition about things. So the Queen can sometimes be, I would caution, the Queen of Wands. We talked about Aquarius being a little detached. The Queen, or I'm sorry, not the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords almost needs that Aquarius detachment, and perhaps sometimes she's a little too detached. Don't worry about getting into this energy. I'm hearing like we're feeding you the next steps. So when I say, like, I said at the beginning of the reading to like pull back and not be as invested in other people's energy, and it's because you need this energy for yourself. So you might feel like in this lucky time where things are manifesting for you, like, oh man, like I'm not helping this person, or I'm not giving back to this person, or I'm not giving as much time to this thing that I used to. Don't feel guilty about that. Don't feel shame. It's okay to pull back and to save your resources for yourself and to detach from other people. It is okay to detach from the energy. This Queen of Swords, it is in the tarot for a reason. It is not a wrong card. Swords is in our tarot for a reason. The Swords sometimes is about quick decision making. Sometimes it does mean that we need to detach. It is big also on words. So make sure you are parroting the right words to yourself at this time, because just know that when you say words, it echoes into energy, and then that energy comes back to you to create your reality, right? So just know, like, you know, say things to yourself instead of saying like, oh, I could never. Tell yourself that you can do it, or like, I wonder if you're afraid to say that I can do it because it sounds really cheesy, think, I wonder if I could do this. Start entertaining it. Start playing in the dreams and the ideas, which a lot of you have already been doing with this Neptune energy here. It's just a matter of bringing that down to reality. I'm hearing like, oh, interesting. I just heard the phrase that just, boom, like spirit literally just boom, into my head. Crash course in astrology. Some of you are trying to learn astrology and you just need a quick crash course because you are far more in tune than you think. And it's such an easy flow for you to get into it. So once you just understand what all of the symbols mean, you'll be golden pony boy. Like you're going to be all in, like you're going to be a lot better than you think you will. So just take a crash course on astrology, and I'm even seeing look at YouTube videos. And for some of you, not astrology, that was a very specific message for somebody. The spirit just went like that. Trust me, that was for somebody out there. But for everybody else who that doesn't resonate with, taking a crash course in something, like looking at YouTube videos, self-learning, self-taught, self-learning energy is very strong with this crew. So finding the resources online is your friend. I'm assuming since you're watching this video, you have those resources. So, you know, look online, see what you can find about certain things. And then see, I'm hearing like, I will treasure this knowledge forever. That's what I'm hearing from your energy. I will treasure this knowledge forever. So you will not regret taking the steps to go learn this thing. You also have Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. Your steps are guided. Your steps are like, I'm hearing like some of you are searching for like a holy grail, or it feels like you're searching for a holy grail. It is not going to be that elusive to you, okay? People search for years and years for this holy grail. A lot of people don't find out that, I don't know anything about holy grail lore. I don't know anything like that, but it's almost like Spirit's like, it's almost like you're trying to, it's almost, the secret to finding the holy grail is that it's already here within you. I'm not saying that's actually like what the Holy Grail story is, but the image that they're showing me is that you keep looking outside of yourself to find this Holy Grail, but really if you tuned into your own inner world, got aligned, started focusing on, not that like you need to do these things, but I feel like you are already on this path. You are feeling called. You're being called to do these things because you are already in step with it. You are already kind of on that trajectory. So Spirit's kind of just giving you the next steps, right? The Holy Grail is in you. So the thing like that you've realized that you've been searching for outside of yourself, changing your inner narrative to accommodate for your dreams and say like, you know, because it opens up the doors, it opens up the pathways. And once you do that, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like, like this can happen for me, right? You have Page of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the Sun. So something has ended, but through this ending, there is optimism here. The Sun is about optimism. The 10 of Swords is about endings. And then the Page of Swords is about almost taking a new perspective on life, a new perspective on things. So it's almost like you had kind of like a Uranus energy shakeup here where something can happen. And again, a lot of heavy energy with the eclipse season. And again, even if timeless, even if you're coming at this like years later or something, you're looking at something like, oh, like something major has happened and you're kind of like resetting your mind space to accommodate the current reality. And that does take time. It does take processing. Page of Swords, it's a thinker, it's curious, but there is also, when I think of swords, like the Page of Swords, like they're relearning something, they are learning something, but I feel like for you, you're relearning your reality. There is processing energy here. You need to process what happened. And it's almost like it's through action that also helps with processing as well. But the 10 of Swords does indicate an ending of some sort. It's not necessarily bad. I'm hearing like there might be some complaints about it of like, oh, but I thought that it would have this particular outcome and it didn't work out that way. But the Sun is saying like, you know, be optimistic because like I'm hearing like Spirit says what we do with you is tried and true. You may have found yourself in a situation before where you thought something was going to go a certain way and then the outcome did not come to fruition. But then in hindsight, the outcome that you wanted anyway, but in hindsight, you look back and you're like, I see why Spirit pulled me out of that situation. Things have yet to progress at the level that you needed to make this work. And I'm not saying, again, this could be like, I'm not going to be the one to tell you to like revisit old energies. For some reason, it's coming up like to revisit again. But Spirit is telling you to have hope and to focus on your dreams for a while because this all is going to be for the betterment of both parties, like whatever the situation is, whether it be a relationship, a job. I'm actually hearing the word lover. So for some of you, you're taking a break from a lover. For some of you, you're taking a break from a job. I'm also getting like, there's like a car situation for some of you. Like, I don't know if like a car broke down or something like that, but there is an energy of like, I mean, like I need to see a mechanic. That's come up sometimes actually in the past in previous readings. So I'm wondering if I'm talking to the same person. Could be for somebody else, but there's energy of like, I need to fix stuff. I need to fix my car. There might be a car pulling up shortly. That's all I have for you today, guys. That being said, I guess Spirit was like, we're done. Milo, I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.